Hello, everyone. I'm Mercy, the Game Master. HereThereBeMonsters. We're here with another working Wednesday stream, and I'll be honest, it's been a little bit of a tough day for me personally. Nothing crazy going on, just mental health, doing what mental health does sometimes. I took a little bit of extra time for self-care before we're getting on, feeling a little bit more mellow. I'm hoping if we can get into a workflow with some work, I can regulate a little bit and get some stuff done. Win-win. If you don't know me, I'm the Game Master here at the Monsters, and we run the campaign set in the Kingdom of Rin. We had session 12 last weekend, and session 13 is coming up this weekend as well. We are probably over the hump, I think, more than halfway done with the battle for Capstone. If you have not heard about it, we have a large 2,000 plus combatant battlefield going on right now in our virtual tabletop Tailspire. So you can, of course, catch all of our videos here on YouTube at youtube.com/HereThereBeMonsters, and you can also catch our live streams on twitch.tv/HereThereBeMonsters. If you are here watching today, don't forget to turn your chat to live chat, and if you could, give the video a like. We would appreciate it. Beyond that, if you don't know the format of the show, we put about 30 minutes on the clock. We try and stay pretty focused on our predetermined tasks for those 30 minutes. We take a 5-minute break, and then we come back and do the same thing. So hopefully we can get through that power hour and get done most of what we want to. Those of you that have been around for the last couple of power hours will notice that today's goals are the exact same as the last time's goals. And that's partly because there's just a lot of behind-the-scenes maintenance for the battle. And one of the things that we've also been doing is pushing off the last turn of battle damage during the stream to be done off stream, just to keep things going during the session. So we're going to get into it, and I guess first things first, let's do experience real fast, and then we'll head towards the battle mat. I do want to spend a quick moment thinking about oops. Notice that one of the pings didn't go through with the going live notification Discord. For session 11, of course, Drew.
YouTube stream is now live.
Yes, thank you. Druge, of course, had his really cool moment during session 11. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we need to put in session 11 before we get going on the XP for session 12. Nothing in particular jumping out at me. I think one of the things that's been throwing me off about doing XP for these has been let's see. Sorry, brain fart. It seems like I'm not giving enough XP, but that's partly because we give one of the things we give XP for is at the end of an encounter, whether that's a social encounter or a combat encounter or whatever. And yes, there are like sub encounters within the combat, but essentially there will be a chunk of XP at the end of the combat. And so that's part of the reason why the XP, I think, right now has felt potentially a little bit low. Hello there, Stardust. How are you? Hello, Ninja Viking. Good to see you. How are you today? Oh, good luck. Well, we will be doing similarly soon. Pixie's parents are coming to visit, not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after. Okay, session 12 XP. Were there any call out moments? You know, I actually really liked, I'll keep it vague. I really liked what Drew's did. Not that me liking it is necessarily a prerequisite for somebody getting XP for something, but I thought that it was good mid battle role play. So we'll give a little experience nod for that. Maybe we can be your get things done motivator body double person right now. That's part of what we're here for. You need to submit the receipts and put in more requests. Yeah. Do the thing. Absolutely. That's a big part of what we're here for. I mean, I'm working on D&D stuff, and of course that's mostly what I'll be talking about as well. But people tune in and work on whatever. Obviously one of the more common ones is like doing the dishes or cleaning a room or whatever, but yeah, do what you got to do. Maybe I should exactly, Ninja Viking. There's a part of me that wants to do these streams more than once a week, but it's surprising to do a 1 hour stream how much time out of a day that actually takes between setup and then the stream itself and then tear down and then also just kind of like aligning other things in the schedule with it. Pretty easily an hour stream can have like a 2 to 3 hour impact on a day. I'm reevaluating now because since I finally kind of put my finger there on what was going on and what didn't feel right about the XP. Maybe I should be giving XP for the like battle chunks. If I was going to do that, there would be we've essentially finished 2 main battle chunks. Hello, Nod. How are you, sir? I think I will go back and do that retroactively. I think that makes more sense to me. Now that I kind of like put words to what I was caught up on. So let's look at my XP guide. I'm going a little bit out of order because it said battle damage first, but we're doing it. There we go. We're doing XP. So the way that we have combat encounters broken down is non-encounter, easy, average, hard, and insane, and then each of those has like an XP range. I think that will say that the first one, although I guess the second one isn't really fully done. Oh boy, hold on, I'm talking myself in circles. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. First one was episodes 9 and 10 and ended in session 10. And we had, I would say that was in the lower end or the mid end or the middle point of what I would call hard encounter. So it took 2 sessions to get through, so probably give a little bit more XP just kind of in representation of that. Yeah. So we're going to call that there and give that much XP. Okay. What have you been up to, Nut? I feel like I haven't had a chance to actually like chat with you too much in a little while. And if you're not feeling chatty, that's okay too. But I've been thinking about you. Oh, that's actually really interesting. Two of our characters have the exact same amount of experience, which is relatively unlikely given the way that we assign experience for, kind of different activities and like different role play. And actually wild to me that that happened. Hacks. Yeah, definitely. Hacksaws. Yeah, that's actually wild. Also going to put a note in quick note that I just noticed on Ava's. Because Ava started at a higher level than everybody else in the party because she was originally designed as a level 2 NPC and then became a player character. And so the first couple of sessions that she played, she didn't get experience to kind of like make up for that. I didn't remember that Ava made death save at some point. Huh. Interesting. So, okay, so if I am going to do experience for parts of the combat, then I think even though they did accomplish a thing during the last session, that's not really like that part of that the combat is not done yet. So I think there's no XP bonus yet there. Well, not a bonus, but there's no XP for finishing an encounter there. So we have session XP. We have the things that Druge did. You know what? I'll give a little bit of XP to Alan Diet for the thing he did near the end. He did put himself in significant danger to try and accomplish the thing that he was trying to accomplish. Again, trying to be pretty vague for those that have not, that weren't there, and obviously have not had a chance to catch up because I have not uploaded it yet. Oh, that was the other bit of news. Hold on, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. I don't know whether to call that a combat encounter or not. Hello, Amras. How are you, sir? Oh man, I got a crink in my neck from the way I slept last night. Killing me. Okay. Ava didn't have any XP callouts because Manny was not able to make it last week. Rubato, I think everything that Rubato and Skabosh did was pretty straightforward. And mostly by here mid. Never mind. I don't want to try and spit soda onto the mic. I was going to try and make gurgling sounds, but with soda, it seems extra risky. Okay. I think we're good there. Hey, yo. How are you, Best of the Bird? Been a hot minute. How's the year treating you so far? Just finished work and dinner. Still old job. Last day. Finalizing things. Very few hours. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, it's the end of an era. I suppose there's probably a lot of emotions tied up in that. Okay, that's the XP. So the news thing, so I don't forget there, was session 1 of the Ren Chronicles, our second campaign. It should be going up on YouTube sometime in the next couple hours after I finish with the stream here. There was an issue that resulted in me having to re-upload and accidentally lost some progress. Well, I was working on that, so it's getting fixed. It has been re-uploaded. I have resubmitted the copyright dispute because we have a license for the music. I have started to redo the description, although that's not done yet. So after this, I need to, and the timestamps are about half done. So I need to finish timestamping. I need to write the description. I need to come up with a title and make a thumbnail. So probably 90 minutes of work. So if I finish at 3:30 and then I take a little break, start working on that at 4, I should still get it done and published before stream. It'll be close. Be close. Do we still have that? Oh, I remember you. Absolutely. So we do have a SMP. It is not the same one. So yes, but also no. What happened? We took a break from playing Minecraft for a while. Is what happened. And then a couple months ago, kind of started getting back into it again. Come by in a few months. Sounds good. Thanks for the drive-by. It's good to see you. Don't forget to like while you're here. There's nothing left hidden. I don't have to be careful about showing you DM view. All the cards are on the table now, for better and for worse. Now our player characters just got to figure out what to do with it. Wait, what the heck? The mist should be deactivated. What? Did it not save? Wait, did the... I mean, there should always be like a little bit just because it kind of creates depth of field. And I think also probably it just would be weird if it like completely was gone. But for you guys at the end of the session, Amaras, did the mist not like mostly go away? I feel like for Pixies at least, she was able to see the boats. I think maybe Tail Spiders didn't save it. What is happening here? I know what's happening here. I think that was just a boat that was just out in the harbor already. They had lessened, but still present at the last log tick. Yeah. Well. Hey, thanks for checking in, Lily. No damage or anything. That's one of the benefits. Generally speaking, not that things never don't work the way they're supposed to, but computers are pretty good about like force shutting off if they're getting in danger of like actual mechanical damage. So no issues. I have a little bit of a strategy in mind that hopefully I can get set up before the session this weekend that'll hopefully reduce the load on Pixie's computer a little bit. Right. So the big thing that we really need to get done, because it's going to be hard to make myself do this later, is we have to finish calculating the damage for the last meta turn here at the north. Well, and actually probably down south now too, now that I think about it. But where it gets a little awkward is we did part of it because it affected what Alendite was doing. And then I noted what parts of it we did, and then I cannot find those notes. That was one of the things I was doing before we started the stream, and part of the reason why I was a bit late. I believe that the notes were that we had the humans deal damage across to the orcs, and we had 1/4 of the human archers deal damage across to the orcs. And I believe that is all we did. So we need to clean some of that up. Yeah, thank you for checking, Lily. How are you doing? God, normally I really want to start down at the end of the line, but we're partway involved in the muck here. Oh wait, no, hold on, and also these archers, yes, these archers also fired. So two quarters, or 1/2, if you will, of the human archers have fired. Let's write that down. Half of the west, half of archers done, and keep forgetting which captain this is. Was, I guess, Roderick. And Roderick's militia done. You're doing good, living vacation right now, eating dinner. That'll be made. Aw, that's awesome. What do we get for dinner? I'm just putting that there as a note for myself. Speaking of vacations, I've been thinking I am overdue for a vacation. I have not taken like pleasure time off since I can't even think when it was. We took like relief valve time off for a couple days after the subathon, and then obviously I was gone for family medical stuff, but that's not exactly vacation. I can't think when the last time was that I just took time off, like to be off. And of course, fairly soon, TM will be getting ready for the next event and whatnot. So definitely want to get it in before then, which gives us a fairly short window to work with. All right. Let's get our damage charts up. We've got 5 minutes left. Let's at least get caught up here. With damage. And who is this? This is the Bone Crushers. Ah, the Bone Crushers do bonus damage. They stronk. Stronk boys. Although now that I think about it, I don't think their damage is calculated quite right. Mandatory Fun Time LLC. I dig that name. Hello there. How are you? Yeah, how's it written for the Bone Crushers? I think it's written that they have... Okay, that they have +1 on attack. But what it actually should be is... +1 strength. That was a mistake on my side in the notes. Military inspired? I figured as much. I'm not a military man myself, but a guy that I see a lot of on TikTok is called Mandatory Fun Day. That's how I learned of that concept. Prepping for a Daggerheart game. Oh, very nice. Have you played yet, or is this going to be a new thing for you? How am I? I appreciate you asking. I had a bit of an up and down day today, just kind of mental health wise, but I'm glad to be here. Trying to be focused and get some work done, and enjoy chatting with some wonderful folks. And honestly, it is helping a bit, so I'm grateful for that. Otherwise, I'm in the process of catching up on some damage from this huge combat that we've been doing. Despite all of the minis that you see, there's actually way more even here. Each mini equals 4. But Tailspire has a limit of how many figurines can be placed. Oh dear. Here we go. So what I'm doing right now is we need to fix their damage needs to be a little bit higher. Now, I could go back and remath all of it. I don't think we're going to actually do that. Let's say add 4. That should be, if I went back and actually redid the math, it would be very close to that. So that being said, that would mean that would mean that there are 16 damage missing that should have happened, because 4 damage for 4 turns. We'll take 16 off there, and then we're ready to actually do this turn's damage. You've played and also DM'd 2 Daggerheart games. Wow, you and your group have been busy then. Isn't Daggerheart only like months old or a year old or something? You're looking at transferring the game into Tabletop Simulator. You take it that we are on Tailspire. Indeed. Indeed we are. Overall, I've really liked Tailspire. As with any solution, it has some weird idiosyncrasies, but overall, we've been quite happy with it. Okay, so that was 16 there, and then we need to do an actual 50 this turn, which leaves 106. But that starts getting awkward because Amras has now commandeered some of these. that technically are part of Roderick's men. I'm going to have to be really careful when knocking things down. But the breakthrough here may be somewhat mutual. So Alendite may have some decision making to do here shortly. Because it's 20 health per mini. Oh dear. How did we get so far off again? We just double checked all these numbers. Because I just did, what, 66 damage, which would be 3 more minis. And then theoretically, there should only be 5 left after that. But in fact, there are 9. So we may have a bit more double checking to do. Yeah, thank you. I love your energy, Mandatory Fun Time. I hope your game is going well. I'm of course happy to keep throwing questions at you and chatting, but if you want to focus on your work, that's part of the point of these streams. We do about every other Wednesday. Just get together for like 60 to 90 minutes to try and get some focused work done. Yeah, thank you, Lily. I guess technically there should be 6 left, not 5. But still. He has 3 of them. I don't know how to represent this. You also have been joining. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I'll tell you a little bit more about our game and stuff too. We're going to be taking a stretch break here in just a second. So if you have a chance to hang out for a couple minutes, I'd love to come back and tell you a little bit more and hear a little bit more about your game too. Cool. I feel like, in all fairness, and also admittedly maybe for a little bit of battle balance, but probably some of the guys that followed Alendite's charge through, like, are probably also taking some damage. So I think what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to stand back up one of these frontliners, and we're going to knock down some of Alendite's men. I think, in all fairness. This gets really weird because he's taking units that are assigned to a different captain, which is how we're tracking their health. Okay, so there should be 5. There should be 6 minis left standing for these troops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's actually still too many. Because they're 20 health each. We have 106 health, but we're not rounding down in this regard. So 5 would be 100. And since we have a remainder, there's 6. So 1, 2, 6. Okay. When I come back, we're just going to, I guess as we go, never mind. We're not going to verify separately. We'll just verify the number of minis as we go. That being said, let's make sure that we have the right number of orcs standing as well. So there should be 9. Yeah. 9 would be the math. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, okay, hold on. 9 frontliners. 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. So that's actually correct. The question is this supposed to be 9 frontliners or 9 in totality? Math might be a little foobar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 12, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 times 20. 28 times 10 would be 280. So it's 280 times 5. Would be what? 560. Oh no. I don't think we included archer health in the orc platoon health. 612. Okay, so same thing. 24. 34. I don't feel like mental mathing that one. 34 times 20, 680. No? Okay, we actually did for that one. Oh dear. Okay. So we need to go back and fix. Fix that because they should have 80 more health. They're at 560 plus 80. Then also that means that they should have plus 80 to current health. Oh god, what just happened? Did anybody catch what the number was before that? It was like 177. I think because it was 9 minis. I remember saying that. There we go. Okay. So 257. 257 would be 10, 11, 12 would be 13 minis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's much closer to correct. We already went ahead and gave Alendite the knockdown on that archer. So let's take out the 20 health from that one. There. Okay, we fixed it. If you get enough, we can form an offshoot of Banana and confront the leadership and take over and create a new military of both United or new empire. What is it? This is how from the prequels. This is how democracy dies. To thunderous applause or whatever. Okay. We're gonna take a 5-minute stretch break. We'll be back. Part 2 of getting the battlefield cleaned up here and ready for this weekend. And if you haven't been up off your booty in a little while, I'd recommend that you get up, stretch your legs, etc. And to mandatory fun time and anybody else who's curious, like I said, when I get back in 5-ish, I'll tell you a little bit more about the game. Hydrate as well. Yes. Yes, indeedly. Got 5 minutes on the clock there. Boop. Definitely not 30. Let's try that again. I'm not taking a 30-minute break in the middle of a 60 to 90-minute stream. Hold on, it's being weird. There we go. All right, be right back. I'm so on time right now. You did it. Let's go. Good job doing the thing. Isn't it remarkable how often that's the case? Yeah, exactly. But you're not unique in that. Those you knows. So, mandatory fun time for your game. Are you getting ready to launch? Wait, actually, hold on. I started to ask this. I don't remember if I did. Read back through your responses. Okay, no, I didn't ask this. I started to. Are you in the process of launching a new, campaign or one shot or what have you, or are you just prepping for your next session? What? Your mom? Boom, got him. Prepping for next session. Got it. Sorry, I had to. Hashtag sorry, not sorry. Very cool. Well, I'd love to hear a little bit about your game also. For us, this is a campaign world that I ran off stream for about 5 years, from about 2013 through 2018 ish. I did the math at one point, well over 200 sessions, an estimated over 1,000 play hours in this campaign world. And then we revived it on stream starting here a little over a year ago. We play on Twitch once or twice a month. And it is a low magic, low level kind of Lord of the Rings-esque, kind of gritty, grounded fantasy setting. And specifically what's happening here is the kingdom of Rin has been largely at peace. Coincidentally, they worship the god of peace. And until recently, our adventuring party was helping do some scouting for the town of Capstone, named after Capstone Peak in the background here. And they discovered that the orcs were in the process of planning to attack the town. So they started to do a little bit of preparatory work to be ready to respond to that attack, and then the orcs attacked sooner than expected. So as Capstone is a fairly new frontier town, it's and also since things generally have been relatively peaceful, it's only protected by a small, relatively weak palisade wall. And as such, they decided the defenders decided to march out to meet the attackers because they knew that they could not rely on said palisade wall for much defense. Things kicked off with you can see the remnants here with an ambush of orcs that had climbed over Capstone Peak. And the humans with the human defenders, with the help of our players, did manage to successfully defeat them. Although, as you can tell by looking at the miniatures, casualties were quite high in both directions. And then, most recently, our player characters have defeated there were some orcish spellcasters that I called weather witches out here on these boats in the middle of the harbor, that were chanting and performing a ritual that had provided cover for their ambushes. So our players rode out here and managed to deal with those weather witches to free up visibility a little bit for more tactical movement. The current, other than obviously the huge army to the north, the current big issue is a smaller platoon that has been coming around to ambush However, the water that was causing that mist was coming from the lake, and as they dealt with the weather witches, then that also caused the water level of the lake to rise, which is going to provide the recently arrived defending reinforcements with an advantage in fighting these orcs. Sorry, the water's being weird. New thing that started happening in Tailspire recently. There. We also left off with the players discovering that there are reinforcing orcs. Oh, I raised it too high now. 53 is close enough. I'll lift up some of those boats when I get some time. There are some reinforcing boats out here, so that's going to be their next challenge to try and overcome, is what to do with those orcs. That's kind of a very quick rundown of the campaign setting, and then the setting for the battle itself here. So what I'm doing is I'm catching up on the damage that should have been dealt during the last turn of army versus army fighting, because I figured it wasn't worth bogging down the session to do it during the session. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Credit where credit's due. There were a couple of builders on Tales Tavern for who provided some of the buildings that we used. We did design a lot of them ourselves, but we did use some buildings from the Tales Tavern community, and then also two of our own community members, Callihawk and Orar, contributed a lot of work in helping get the town built as well. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I would say we designed and built from scratch probably about half of the buildings, and then the other half are stuff from Tales Tavern. And then, as you can see, we still didn't quite get it done all the way. There's a lot of blank space, but we did what we could. And like the military camp, I fully did the military camp, like top to bottom, all myself, with probably more detail than there needed to be. But like all the barracks and everything have now admittedly there's like 2 or 3 templates and they're copy pasted, but like they're internally decorated as well. And like the stables. Oop. And the training ground. The open air stables, although all the horses obviously are out right now because they're being used. Yeah, Tailspire, I've had a lot of fun building stuff in Tailspire. I'd actually like to spend more time with it than I have. Thank you so much. I really love your positivity and your energy. We also have, actually, you might be interested in this. And if this is too much promo too early on, I apologize. But if you would potentially have any interest, we do also have a program that we call the Townsfolk, or the Peoples of Rin, where members of our community can get together with one of our game masters and design a kind of a bare bones NPC and a shop that you can place somewhere in the kingdom. It doesn't have to be here in Capstone. And then once a month for about 10 minutes, there's just some really minor role playing that can be done either through text or voice chat and Discord to determine whether or not your business makes or loses money and how you want to spend that money. And just kind of a fun way to get more people engaged with our story and our world, and also to create more well fleshed out NPCs for our party to interact with. So certainly no obligation, but you sounded like you might potentially find that interesting. You're doing a D&D Lost Mines of Flapdoodle campaign with some friends right now. You try and play a few times a month also. That's awesome. Do you make any content, or is this all, just kind of an among friends thing for funsie? Hey, thank you. The Raven Shadow Clan. All right, so they have normal damage, and the humans across from them have normal damage. But the Raven Shadow clan has mystics that heal their troops. So first things first, they regenerate 5 hit points. Plus 5. Then we do damage. So the orcs do 44. And the humans do 32. Yeah, the Elmopus content. You have some Shadow Dark RPG videos as well. You're way behind on editing, getting videos out. Dude, I hear that. Trust me. I have so we actually have 2 campaign groups that adventure in our world. And I have 2 videos for one group and 1 video for the other group that all still need to go live on YouTube. And we're playing again on Saturday. Oh, I feel you. You have ADD and you're trying to do a bit of everything. I also feel you on that. That's part of the reason for the Power Hour streams, to try and stay at least relatively on topic and focused. FYI, you're going to be running a D&D game and Tailspire for your coworker and his friend. Just talked about it today. It's interesting to come across. Oh, that's awesome. Have you ever used Tailspire before? Like to be with the player sometime. Let you know you're decent. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Are you a Discord kind of person at all? Certainly no pressure, but I'd love to stay connected with you and have you join the Discord server. I'm also happy to check out your videos too. Are your videos on Mandatory Fun Time LLC? Which still makes me smile. Okay, so the other wild card here is we've got our hang gliders. So 139. Oof. The western flank is crumbling. Yes, but only once. It was really clunky for you, but you're going to try and do something a bit different. Well, also, depending on how long it was, Tailspire is getting updated pretty consistently, so it could potentially just be a bit different. But also, I'm happy to answer any questions that I can or do what I can to help. Your Discord person, yes, and yes, your videos are on MFT. However, you record them at the end of the last year, and the quality is rough. Oh, that doesn't matter. I'm always happy to do what I can to support fellow creators. Going way up. Yeah, it's there's a lot of kind of theories about how much, if you will, editing to do, right? For myself, we've decided to go with more of a actual play setup. So I do a bit of light editing just to cut out breaks and there's always kind of that, like the first 5 or so minutes of a stream where it's kind of like, okay, we're all trying to get in, like we're playing D&D mode and that kind of thing. So I cut out that sort of stuff, but otherwise I leave it more or less untouched. And part of the reason is I'm planning on going back eventually and doing like a TLDR catch-up series as well. Because one of the things I know that can be hard for people getting into a TTRPG campaign is like if you start more than 5 or maybe 10 episodes in, it can feel pretty daunting. Like, well, I have no idea what's going on. Like, how do I get context? How do I get into it? So I'm hoping to address that. Oh, that's rough. They're at 139 and they take 40 damage, which is just enough to lose one more mini. Okay. Focus. So we need 5 minis left over here. Means 1 per space, and then 1 space gets 2. So we can go knockdown, knockdown. Group selecting can be a little awkward. Oh, I asked about Discord and then promptly did not provide the Discord link. Not too complicated. Discord.gg/HereThereBeMonsters. But oh, you already beat me to it. Excellent. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure chatting with you. Stop blowing holes in my troops. Yeah. You guys got to get something figured out for this ASAP. There's only there are very, very few troops left on the western flank here. I mean, it's rough everywhere, but it's particularly rough over here. Right. And then we need to knock down orcs as well. There should be 23 left over here. Whoo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 11, 17. Wait, there should be. Wait. Somebody had knocked down too many minis, apparently. Too many minis. Be 22. Yeah, somebody had knocked down too many minis previously because there are 22 standing, and 22 is how many there should be after taking damage. Wait, no. Okay, hold on. Sorry. I did their healing, but I did not do their damage yet. That's why. That's why it matched up so perfectly, because that's correct. So they need to take 32 damage. There. So they should now have only, big air quotes on only, 22 damage left. Or 22. Wow. Instead of 22, they should now have only 20 minis left, is what I'm trying to say. Can't word right now. You've got an important part of the thing that you're submitting. You need a good photo of you that isn't you standing in front of a bathroom door. Hello, Kian. Good to see you. I was going to ask MFT if you knew how reaction rolls work, but I see the answer to that is yes. All right. They are caught up. Now the cavalry. Although the cavalry do get a very small increase in damage here because of these two captains showing up, Horace and Agnes. 6 months since you were last in. It could very well be. Yeah, I haven't heard from you or Megan in quite some time. Turn off the flying on the corpses. Slightly less awkward. Okay, we'll figure out their damage after the fact. Let's do the initial damage first. The cavalry. There we go. They do 78 damage. And the human cavalry in return does 34 damage. Okay. Then these captains realistically, let's redo the dice math really quickly. They probably have a +4 to attack, so on average they're rolling a 15. They're going to hit about 60% of the time, and their damage is going to be 1d8 plus 2. Average of 1d8 is 4.5, so that's 6.5. But then also we have a 10% crit chance. So 6.5 times 0.1 is 0.65, and then that would be 0.65. No, wait, hold on. Yeah, I guess that's, yeah. But when on that 10%, when it happens, it's double damage. Oh, sorry, I thought myself in a circle here. Just one second. I got distracted reading chat. So if 10% of the time we do 13 damage, then that adds 1.3 damage. But that's still not quite correct because that means that only 90% of the time are we doing 6.5 damage. Okay. So 6.5 times 0.9, 5.85 plus 13 times 0.1 is 1.3. So 1.3 plus 5.85. There we go. Is 7.15. So collectively, the two captains would do, when they hit, would do just over 14 damage, and they're going to hit 60% of the time. So 14 times 0.6. They're going to do 8 damage per round. Okay, let's get that written down. There we go. Okay, sorry. Meg's coming home soon. She decided to come. She's due back August 5th. Well, obviously everybody has to make their own decision that they're comfortable with. I think, personally, that's a safe play, and if that's like what she feels comfortable with, then she has to do what works for her. I'm sorry to hear that she ended up feeling that way, though. So what does that mean for her program then? She's back with you, so you're happy. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. 298 divided by 44. 8 divided by 44. So there should be 7 minis of cavalry left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so only one more falls. Knocked down. And done. And then, something else that we hadn't done is Bridget should be doing her own damage. I don't think that's included in the human cavalry damage. So we've got a little bit of reverse engineering to do there. I actually have Bridget's character sheet. Because the marshal is fully statted. She's not much of an attacker. She's more of a defender, as hinted at pretty heavily by the various times that the party has interacted with her, especially around combat. But she has 5% higher chance to hit, but otherwise uses than the captains that we were just talking about. So if they're doing 4 damage each on average, then we'll say that she's doing 5. It's crazy how the further and further we went down the rabbit hole here, the more that we found that needed fixing. I guess that's kind of the way it goes with projects like this, though. Uh, 7. 34 plus 8 plus 5. Okay. So then we need to go back. There's been 4 previous rounds. Well, but Bridget wasn't there the whole time. So there's been 2 previous rounds when Bridget was there, and then this round. So we need 15 extra damage applied to the Orc Cavalry. There we go. She just finished up, paid the rest of her tuition, and left with what she earned. Oh, okay. So she's done anyway. Got it. I couldn't remember what the timeline on that was. For some reason, I was thinking that she had potentially another term left. Was clean exit, no drama, no failure. Plus, she's happy she got to see some stuff in America. No wrong, no foul. It also saves you booking plane tickets that are nearly $1,000 air travel to the U.S. Cost an arm and a leg. I know, especially so we live on the other side of the U.S. So when we look at going to Europe, you're looking like $1,500 a person. If you're lucky, often closer to $2,000. So now we've got a math. We've got 362, and each mini here equals 72. Got to do 362 divided by 72. Oh, there's just barely 5 minis of them. Well, more, just barely more than 5 minis. There's just barely 6 minis of them left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So no more of them need to get knocked down, but it's very close. Well, no, sorry, hold on, because the captain itself still counts as a mini. The one does need to get knocked down. I lied. It was an accident, but I lied. There we go. Okay. All right, everything west of the Mississippi, so to speak. Everything west of here has been dealt with now. So, MFT, I'm curious to hear a little bit more. I talked about my game. I'd love to hear a little bit more about your game and what's going on in it right now. Or if you're too focused right now and you don't want to jabber, that's totally fine too. Bloodfang doesn't have any special damage or anything. So going to be damage straight across. That's 44 from orcs. So minus 4. And 32, I think it is. Yeah, 32 from humans. Okay. Do we not have any combat cleric healers? Well, there could be, but they were all kind of like dealing with stuff in the town at first. So that's something that may potentially come into play. But yeah, I wish obviously where you are now, there's no way to like retcon it. It would be cool to have like Alendite like, you know, lead them out, but realistically for him to get to them from where he is now would take too long. How have Pixie Night been since? You know what? I was so excited to get chatting with Mandatory Fun Time that after the break that I totally forgot about this. But for those of you that have been following my family's kind of healthcare saga, I just got news during the break that my dad just finished, and I knew this, but my dad was going in for his 15-day follow-up appointment today. So I knew that part, and then I just got news that he's been given a clean bill of health. It's such a relief. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. And to your question, Kian, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. I'm not gonna lie. There's been a lot of stuff kind of going on behind the scenes. Some of which I just alluded to over the course of the last 3 or 4 months, and we've taken a bit of a beating, but honestly, like Pixie and I think we've done, we've gotten through things as well as we can. We've grown and worked together and become, I think, stronger through the challenge. I know it sounds trite, but legitimately we've gotten. Not that I think we were necessarily bad, but we've gotten better about communicating and better about showing compassion to each other and uplifting each other. And yeah, it's been a ride the last couple months, but I think especially now that we have a clean bill of health, I think there's been a lot of good that's come out of the challenges. Thank you guys. Seriously, thank you. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm when we get done with stream here, when I finish up with what we're doing, I'm gonna give him a call because I'm so excited. There was a concern that in addition to what he was being treated for, that there was a risk that he might potentially have lymphatic cancer, and his lymph nodes are clear. So grateful. Relationships are about growth, absolutely. So yeah, I guess a little bit more about us and our channel, since you've been here hanging out. So my wife and I stream together for the most part. She doesn't stream during the YouTube streams because she's at her day job right now. But a lot of times, if you ever swing by our Twitch streams, or if you have a chance to check out any of our D&D videos, which of course we would super appreciate, my wife Pixie plays the character Skabosh in the campaign, and when we do non D&D content, excuse me, you'll often find us playing together as well. Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, absolutely, MFT. Lost your brother last year, so it makes your day. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't think I knew about that. I'm really, really sorry to hear that. So you know the challenge all too well. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Who is this? This is Rosalind. Why is Rosalind doing so well against these orcs? Does anybody I got distracted. Of course, something very much worth getting distracted over, but does anybody remember if I subtracted the health from these combatants yet? Yeah, I know, Lily. Thank you for looking out. I have to finish this. It has to get done, so no idea, not sure. Okay. There should be about 5 rounds of damage that has been done to them. So let's check the math here and see. We should be able to tell. Let's see what 44 times 5 is. It won't be quite right because there's archer damage and a couple of other things. But that would be about 220 off of them. 540 minus 200 would be 340. Minus another 20 would be 320. And then a little bit of... Okay. Yeah, so they're missing the right amount of health. What about the orcs? I feel like the orcs are missing too much. You clicked submit. Hey, good job doing the thing. So there should be about 32 times about 5 would be 160. And then they will have taken some archery damage. Yeah, these orcs are missing way too much health. They didn't get charged by Alendite. They didn't, yeah, they haven't taken, like, any bonus damage. Hello, you're wrong. Needs more goblins. There actually are goblin belligerents in the area, although they're not involved in this battle. Need to go and check something here. Couple of things that are shared to me that have some of the info for this. Is that your eye? I have no idea. Okay, this is the thing that Callie Hawk made. is also good, but is not the one I wanted. I wanted the one that Rar made. There it is. So the Bloodfang clan. Oh. Oh dear, I think some stuff got deleted out of that. Oh wait, no, that's the cavalry. That's the cavalry. Hold on. Getting ahead of myself. Here we go. 211. Oh, right. These are the ones that Reyna hurt. Okay, so that's some of it. They should have been missing. Okay, 32, 27, 5, 32. They should have been missing 211 before this. So 560 minus 211 would be 360, 350, 349. And then they should have just taken 32 more damage. That would be 319, 317 is where they should be. Something got messed up there. You heard that this clan are booger eaters? I mean, they are orcs, so that's entirely possible. And then... Oh, wait. But, hold on. That's wrong, though. Minus 32 more. Because we got through 2 meta turns last time. Okay, so it was slightly wrong, but not as wrong as I thought. They should be at almost exactly half. Means so 285, what? That would be 10, 14, that would be 15 minis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The correct number of minis are down. They just had too much health subtracted. Okay. Then the humans at 276. That would be, what, 14 minis? It's very close, right? Because how much is this? Yeah. Yeah, 14 minis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They are back up. Okay. Then, don't need the XP chart open anymore. I'm definitely not getting to the session notes. What tribe is this? This is the Frostbite Horde. All right, the Frostbite Horde is dangerous because they have a lot more crossbow orcs. Orcs. So they do, oh god. They do a withering amount of damage. Oh, right. So these guys have more health because they got healed by the reinforcements from the Bringers of Woe. But they take 90 damage. And then the orcs take... So 434, that would be 10, 20, 21, 22 minis for these orcs. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. All right, so they need to have a few more minis knocked down than they do. They have 3 too many minis. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That works out well. So it'll be even. Each square has. Oops. There. Each square has 3. Alexander the Great's father, I don't know how to say that, King Felipe, or it'd be King Philip. I'm not sure who invented hoplites and the phalanx pattern that you're using allowed them to conquer Greece. I think hoplites pre-existed Alexander the Great, but the phalanx formation could very well be true. It's worth pointing out for anybody that's newly tuning into this that this is, despite how many there are, this is still somewhat representative. There are actually, each mini equals 4, either humans or orcs. And they're not all humans. I'm trying to get out of the habit of saying that. 4 militiamen or 4 orcs, they're majority human, but not exclusively. Tailspire, however, limits you to, what was the number? 600, I think, miniatures. So we couldn't go 1-to-1 as much as we wanted to. I might have removed 1 too many humans though. It would still be 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I did remove 1 too many. Enforcement there. They deal 90 damage because they have so many more crossbowmen. You'll notice most of the other orcs only have like 1, whatever we want to call them, squad of crossbowmen per square. But the Frostbite Horde has 2.5 per square. Okay, next. The Ironjaw tribe. They have slightly more health than the normal orcs. Actually, they have better armor, but it's represented as health because that's just easier to keep track of that way. How are we doing on time? Oh dear, we passed the 90-minute mark. That's okay. This has to get done, and we're almost done. We're almost done. We have like 2 more batches to do, and then flyers, and then archers. And I've been getting faster as we go. 32 damage there. 44 damage here. With 136 health, that should be 5, 6, 7 minis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 8 right now, so they just lose 1 more. And these orcs have 262, so that would be 10, 11, 12, 13. That would be 14 minis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's too many minis knocked down here. 12, 13, 14. Okay, they're done. See, that's how much quicker that went. And this is the Blackscale tribe, who their black war paint is no longer useful for providing concealment from the archers. They will take extra damage from any archery fire pointed at them. All right. So otherwise, though, this is just normal. So they take 32. They take 44. we'll double check the numbers here. 136 should be 7 minis, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and they had 8 up. Okay. So most of these were right. There were just a couple that were wrong. Way better than the last time that we went through and did this, and we're like, oh god, everything is wrong. We have to fix everything. This is much, much closer this time. 314. I don't feel like mental mathing that. So there should be 16 minis left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18. This one was probably off by 1. And then they killed 1 this time. There and there. Just spread them out evenly so it's a little bit easier to tell. Okay, then we've got how much health here? 136. I think it's the same, right? Yeah, 136. And the orc hang gliders have been kind of alternating, so they will do an additional 40 damage here. Bringing us down to 96, which brings us down to 5 minis on this flank. 1, 6, 2. Okay. Then, this is going to be a little bit of the saving grace. The human archers have not had their damage dealt yet. So, the other half of the human archers needs to go, which is going to do... the heck? Oh, there we go. Oh, why is that there? I don't know why I separated the damage out that way. Okay. So we have 55 total damage to be done by the human archers. That's split up into 2 chunks. So a 23 and a 22. And we've been directing the human archers to, like, essentially do the best thing possible. So what do we think? Protect the flank, but the flank is failing anyway. Or try and help take out the high damage frostbite horde. I feel like trying to take out the high damage frostbite horde is probably more important. Because that's where the humans sent so many of their reinforcements. So if the eastern flank starts collapsing, they need to be able to hold, but they need to be able to hold against they need to be able to hold against the reinforcements coming, which means they need to get the frostbite horde's extra damage taken care of. So I think, yeah, I think we focus their fire here. So that's going to be another 55 damage to the frostbite horde. How much do they have now? 379. They should have 19 minis now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, am I too far over? Yeah, I am. That's not frostbite. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 22. That's pretty good. That took out 3 more. Help you push west. They can't shoot that far, unfortunately. We're all the way over here. We're talking about these archers. So I mean, maybe they technically can shoot that far. $500 feet. I guess technically they can, but the penalties would be atrocious. It happened. You found something that you thought were lost years ago because you're deep cleaning. An extra pair of light gloves for the kids found. Hey! I'm glad you found the thing. All right. So I think we're totally caught up on damage. We went through, we did all the things, we did all the flyers, all the archers, cavalry, all the specialty stuff. The last thing that we need is we need to roll for commander death. There's a 1% chance on any given turn that a captain gets taken out, which will affect their troops' morale. Although, really, we're only using morale very loosely. So I'm going with 100. 100 is a kill. Hello, Kale. How are you? Safe. Oh, 98. Who was that? I think that's Leona. It is Leona. Leona almost caught a stray arrow right there. I know all of our party members and then out of character would have been very sad about that. 91, also very close for Mr. Vincent there. If you kill leaders, they're demoralized. I mean, ish. Yeah. We're only very loosely using morale here because frankly it favors the orcs. Okay. Now, this can happen to the orcs too, so I need to roll for them. No captain deaths that time for the humans. That was close. Oh, and I don't think I rolled for the cavalry leader. Oh, also close. All right, so no captains fell this time. Except, so here's the one thing that we haven't really gotten into is Bridget herself. I just thought of this because Bridget's she's very defensive. She's a protector, literally and figuratively. And I feel like the orcs probably should be focus firing her some. How the heck do we want to handle that? That might be a problem for another day. We're already past our deadline. Well, I'll leave you on a little bit of a cliffhanger there, if you will. Of behind the scenes, I need to figure out exactly how we want to handle stuff with Bridget. Might as well make it in even 2 hours. I'm tempted, but I need to finish the other video. I need to finish the campaign 2 episode 1 video. The damage assignment is done. How do we handle Bridget? Tanking / being targeted. Did we do XP? I did, yes. I also went back and decided to give... I was going to give all the XP in one chunk for the whole battle, but I decided to give XP for... what did I call them? Like, the major encounters, I guess, within the battle. All right. Today was a bit of a mess, but we got it done. And we took a little longer than I wanted, but that's okay. We got a few things fixed. We got the damage assigned. We got through it. Came up with some good ideas. And we made a new friend. I'm super excited to check out Mandatory Fun Times D&D content. And who knows? Maybe if we sweet talk them a little bit, we can get them to make a townsfolk as well. Only 275 from level 3. Let's go. Yeah, that'd be great. So if you're interested, I can ping you in the right spot too, but if in our Discord, if you go to the should be a channel under... Oh wow, that's attractive. Too late now. There should be a channel called Townsfolk, which is a forum post type channel in our Discord. Actually, here, I can just show you. Hold on. Make this way easier. Oh. Da-da. I like Shaggy too. Under the role-playing category, there is a channel called Townsfolk. So if you go there, then there's the resources, which is kind of like the starter kit, if you will. And then if you sort your stuff by date posted. Oh wait, but I want reverse date posted. Having the pictures. Well, I guess if I sort it by date posted and then go to the bottom, there's the town hall. So you can ask any questions or anything you have in the town hall, and you can request if you want to try and schedule a meeting with a GM to actually, make your stuff live. You can do that. But also in resources, there is a Google form, and you can just go through and fill out the form if that works easier for you. Awesome. Well, I'm excited to have another business come to Rin. Excellent. Thank you all so much. I need to hurry because I want to call my dad and congratulate him and talk to him for a little while, and then I need to get that new YouTube video put up. So hopefully I can get both of those things done today. If not, then obviously I'm going to call my dad first. Then the Campaign 2 Episode 1 video will go up tomorrow, and the next battle video, which was session 11, last weekend's battle video, should go up on either Friday or Saturday. Thanks for the working stream. Have a good day. Thank you so much for coming, Ninja Viking. You too. Yeah, exactly. So campaign 2 session 1 should be either this afternoon or early tomorrow, and then campaign 1's next battle video should go up sometime between Friday morning and Saturday afternoon. So as always, anybody, if you have not had a chance to check out our videos yet here on YouTube, we would super appreciate any watch time, likes, comments, etc. In the meantime, thank you for being here for another Working Wednesday. There is Working Wednesday next Wednesday. The Wednesday after that, there will probably not be. So for Working Wednesday, we'll see you on the 31st. Oh, unless that's the day of my appointment. I need to double check that. I'm glad I thought of that. I'm going to write that down right meow so I don't forget. I may have doubled up there. Stay tuned for more info on that. Check out Discord. I'll update the schedule if that needs to be changed. I have an appointment on the afternoon of either the 30th or the 31st, and I've forgotten which one. Shoot. Okay. Well, anyway, so I guess maybe or maybe not working stream next Wednesday, and the following Wednesday, the 7th, there definitely won't be. So thank you all so much for being here. Good luck with your own campaigns if you have a session coming up in the near future. And as always, take care and be excellent to each other.